Okay, so I'm going to show you really quickly how I do my hashtag research. Number one place that I do my hashtag research is actually on Instagram. So I'll do this from my phone, or I will do this on the desktop. I'm going to show you a couple of tips and tricks on how to do this. So the first thing is you don't want to be doing this all the time. You kind of want to do this and then be able to save it. So I use Google Drive. I like Google Drive because I can use it on my desktop and on my phone, and I'm not duplicating, and I don't have to like save in different places. It's the same. If I make edits on my phone on my drive, they show up here. If you do like your iCloud, kind of a similar thing. But I have folders for all my clients and myself, so I just go in and I hit new and I start a Google Sheet. So I want to create and share this Google Sheet, and I'm going to name it. For every client that I have a different spreadsheet in their tags. For me, I will do my brand I want on every post. For me, not necessarily super important. I don't have a ton of branded hashtags. I have a clothing company and they use hashtag lounge ladies and hashtag lounge and live and hashtag new moo. Those are very specific to their brand, so we want to make sure that they're on every single post that goes out. So I would list those here in branded hashtags. If you have any branded hashtags that you're going to use to keep your content together, if you're going to do user-generated content, you want to make sure to list those branded hashtags here. So I could put in here hashtag Whitney Bingham. I don't use that hashtag, but just as an example for you guys showing what a branded hashtag would be. If you have a hashtag in your bio, it needs to be unique and branded. Refer back to when I'm talking about that in one of the previous lessons. But make sure that any hashtag you're using as a branded hashtag, the majority of the content that when someone clicks on it, it's going to show you. It's not going to show your competition. Okay, that doesn't make any sense, right? So then I want you to come up with 5 other categories that you would use hashtags for. So there is a PDF if you want to download that and go through that exercise. But this video is going to go great with that and kind of show you how to do that hand in hand. So let me just take, for example, let's say I am a loan officer. I'm someone who does mortgages. So I probably operate in a specific area. I would want to put my location, something that is, so for me, I'm in Utah. So I may want to put Utah specific hashtags. So now what I'm going to do, there's a couple ways to do this. One, I can go here into Instagram and I can put in hashtag Utah and look at all the different types of hashtags that are pulling up here. Now, the ones that pull up on the top are going to be your highest frequency hashtags. Those aren't, you don't want just a whole bunch of high frequency hashtags, because if it doesn't align with your brand, do not use it. If it doesn't, go with the picture that you're posting, don't use it. But if it has so many people that are constantly posting with that hashtag, you're not going to pull up very frequently for people who are searching it. So I'll go in here and I'll do, wow Utah, visit Utah, looking through, Utah homes, that would apply to me. Utah food, I might have that sometimes, but then I could go in and do, Utah life. So let's just take Utah life, for example. I'll click, add that to my hashtags. And then when I come back to Instagram, sorry, I have my, okay, when I come back to Instagram, now I'm seeing all the posts that have hashtag Utah life in them. So the top posts here are the top posts using this hashtag. So I see what other hashtags they're using. Sometimes you'll have to go into like the first comment. Well, don't put the hashtags in. They'll put them on the first comment. This one looks like a giveaway, so not necessarily the best example. That one isn't specifically very Utah either. Okay, so here I can go in and I can see hashtag Slot Canyon, hashtag Utah, hashtag Utah's rad, Utah's beautiful. You can start to see some of these hashtags that people are using and getting their posts in top posts. So area specific ones like Utah Life, Utah's rad, Utah's beautiful, Utah rocks. I could go in and list here. Okay, Utah's rad. Now I want to have some that are specific to my industry. So if I'm a mortgage professional, I want to put in mortgage, same thing, hashtag mortgage. Mortgage doesn't have too many posts, but it may be people who are getting mortgage, so get hashtag those type of things. So I'll go into hashtag mortgage broker. Then I can look at top posts, their hashtags, okay? Hashtag homeowners, hashtag loans, hashtag mortgages, all these different types of things. I could click on hashtag loan officers. Well, now I'm back on the top post for that, and I could do the same thing with any of these posts. I could go in, click on a picture, and see hashtag Utah real estate, hashtag loan officers, those type of things. And I could be putting these into hashtag loan officer, hashtag Utah mortgage, hashtag LO life, okay? Whatever I got from there. Now I'm going to show you guys a trick because I want you to be able to use it, but don't depend on this. I don't want you to think, oh, I'm just going to use this tool she's about to show me and never do good generic or general research on Instagram. Your best stuff is going to come from Instagram. But I know we're all super busy and I want to give you tons of value, and so I'm going to show you this. Hashtags with an S, just hashtag. What it allows you to do is to put in the word like I just did there, right? So if I put in mortgage or fitness or real estate or whatever it is, it will allow you to choose the top hashtags with this keyword, random hashtags with this keyword, or live hashtags with this keyword. So top is going to be your all-time top hashtags being used. Random is going to give us a more random, section of hashtags that we can use. And live is going to be the ones that are best right now, not all time. So if I'm working on putting together my hashtag spreadsheet, I'm probably going to want to go with the top all-time hashtags. I'm just going to go ahead and select top here and click generate. And it's going to generate the top 30 mortgage hashtags. So now you can go in here, and this is one thing that I am very, very please go through and take out any of these that do not apply to you. Just because they're the top mortgage hashtags, do not use them, okay? So if you get the top fitness hashtags and they're like keto fitness, but you don't do keto fitness, don't use that hashtag just because it's one of the top ones, okay? So for example, in here, if you go in and mortgage rates, if you are not talking in your post about rates, do not use a hashtag for rates. It doesn't align with what you're doing. It will just seem spammy, and it doesn't fit your picture or your post, right? Mortgage agent, mortgage lady. If you're a guy and you use hashtag mortgage lady, I'm going to just be mortified, right? So what I would do is I would take these hashtags, I would put them into, a box not the main one that I'm using. And then I would go through and I would edit them out, right? Mortgage Life, Mortgage Lender. I would make sure that the ones that I'm choosing are very specific to me and my brand. If I am not part of this mortgage alliance, right, I'm taking it out because I do not want to be a bad hashtagger. Okay, I'm not talking about payments. I'm going to take that out. You want to edit, edit, edit. Okay, you're not writing a mortgage blog. Don't say that you are in your hashtags. All right. So go through and choose one that is location specific to you. If you live in a huge city or you only serve that very specific area, I would just choose the more specific you can be, the more targeted those people who are following that hashtag are going to be. And make sure that when you're doing your, related to your business or your industry, that you pick 5 different categories and you make good hashtag blocks. You may want to have 30 hashtags in each of these blocks or more, because not every post is going to align with every single one of these hashtags, right? So again, with this example, just because that's what we have, if I am posting about a closing with a client or, the end of the deal, I'm not talking about mortgage rates, being a mortgage pro. I'm not talking about mortgage tips. So when I go to post, even though I'm going to copy and paste these hashtags into my post, I'm still going to edit, okay? I'll talk about this in a little more depth when we talk about actually setting up your post, but you're going to pick 30 hashtags and then you're going to edit that down. So just because Instagram allows 30 doesn't mean you should have 30, and everyone needs to use like a very, very good editing eye when it comes to your hashtags. Yes, we want to be good at it. Yes, we want to have the right ones, but we don't want to be spammy, okay? So go download the PDF, open whatever spreadsheet you are going to keep your hashtags on, and let's get to work, guys.